What's going on, you guys? Yeah, Coach Zoe here, and this is going to be your strength training kettlebell workout. We're going to hit lower, upper, core, and work through a complex. So I hope you're ready to rock and roll. Let's get started off with our warm-up. As always, please modify however you need to for your body. I am currently 32 weeks along, so I will be making some adjustments myself, but don't worry if you're not. All right, I will show you how to modify down, but I'll also show you how to tone it up, all right? How you can intensify the movements. This is strength training though, so if you are looking to make the workout more challenging, use a heavier weight, all right? But otherwise, we shouldn't need to do too much modification to the movements themselves. I don't believe there's any impact today either. So if you are someone that needs to modify, all right, this should be a pretty fun workout as you're not gonna have to adjust anything. But otherwise, you guys, full body strength training today. I really love kettlebells just because they're so dynamic. All right, we can really do a lot with them with our movements, whether that's just standard foundational exercises, or if we want to mix it up and kind of work through some like chained movements. So that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to hit a lower, an upper, a core, and then we're going to chain all three movements together for a smooth, fun complex. All right, so you can feel like you're really moving and grooving. When we do our complex, all right, you'll feel your heart rate kick up a little bit. This is not cardio, all right? You'll feel your heart rate kick up a little bit just because we're gonna be working so many moves into one at a steady pace, all right? However, all right, like I said, I'll show you how to turn it up if you're looking to get a little more out of it. But I suggest having a heavy kettlebell or heavier for your lower body moves, and then a lighter one for your upper body. All right, maybe a medium for when we get to our complexes. It's up to you, whatever you would like to do. So I'm gonna use the light one just because I'm gonna stick with what I would say is the light one, just because at this point along, I already feel pretty heavy, all this extra weight I'm carrying, so I don't really need to add too much more to challenge myself. All right, but otherwise, get ready to rock. All right, so we're gonna work 30 seconds low, 30 seconds upper, 30 seconds core, and then 60 seconds of our complex. We'll have a 30-second rest to follow, and we're gonna repeat. So get ready, grab your bell, starting with our legs. We're gonna do reverse lunges. So taking a step back, all right, with that bell in the opposite hand as the front leg. Let's begin. So we're gonna keep that weight in the heel of the front foot, and that's where we really wanna focus on our drive here. So you can pass underneath if you'd like. All right, if you're prenatal and that belly's getting in the way, you feel yourself rounding, take it out. Just pass at the top, all right, because you'll be kind of defeating the purpose there. All right, but we really wanna focus on the drive from the heel. Next, going right into it, upright rows. So you want to have multiple weights in your body if you're going to be switching. Deep breaths in. So that's going to be the scheme for each complex. Always going to start with low, then upper, then core. All right, just so you have an idea. Maybe even 3 weights, right? One for each part of the body. And we're going to work around the world next, going right into it, pass it around, bring it up to your chest. Pass it back, up to the chest. Let's go, 30 seconds. We want to try to stabilize in the trunk, so try not to move too much around. Pull that belly in. Don't let your sides crunch. Keep a little softness in all the joints. Whoops, 5 more seconds here. Then we're gonna chain every movement. 1 reverse lunge, 1 upright row, 2 around the world. Let's go. So reverse lunge, step it up, upright row, around the world. All right, now you're in that opposite hand. Reverse lunge, upright row, around the world. Oh, I don't know how I landed there. Reverse lunge, upright row, around the world, but it doesn't really matter where you're landing. Upright row. Because either way, we're gonna alternate those legs, alternate those sides. So like I said, we're here for a minute. We got 15 left. Ten seconds and then a break. Reverse lunge, row, around the world, and rest. All right, so that was one time through. We're gonna take it 3 times through. Okay, so we're gonna go through 2 more times, and then we'll move on. We won't touch those moves again. So get ready, rolling back to our reverse lunges in 3, 2, 1, let's begin. Oh, I jumped to the gun. Almost. I started way too early. We got a full 30 seconds, so let's soak it up. In 3, 2, 1, sorry about that, let's go. Like I said, don't hinge, don't pass underneath. If you feel that belly is in the way, or maybe you just don't have that core strength yet, and you're rounding your back. Okay, if you're gonna pass, it should be like this, all right? I just don't have that reach, okay? I'm not there yet. My arms haven't grown. They haven't gotten any longer. I don't think that they will, so I'm here till the end of the pregnancy. Upright rows, right to it. So we're going one move to the next with no break. So when we do strength training, personally I like to take as little rest as possible unless we're doing some serious heavy lifting, just because it keeps that heart rate nice and steady. Because even if we're not getting cardio in per se, we do want to keep our heart rates up to some degree. Back to our around the world, let's begin. So alternating sides, boom. So notice I'm kind of maintaining a little bit of a wide stance in my shoulders, right? I'm kind of chicken winging my elbows a little. My chest is proud, belly is in, whoops, back is flat. And then we got 5 seconds left here. We go right into the full complex, one of each. Let's begin. So reverse lunge, upright row, around the world. Reverse lunge, upright row, around the world. Right, so you got it, you guys. It doesn't matter which side you start with for your around the world. Just make sure you're alternating those legs. Again, focus on your drive for that reverse lunge. You want to drive through the heel of that front foot. We got about 15 seconds left. Stay with it. Here for 3, 2, 1, and rest. I'm gonna finish it. Done. Okay, so 2 rounds down. We're gonna go through one more time with that complex. You're still only gonna get 30 seconds rest regardless of between sets or between complexes, okay? So just FYI, have that water nearby because you only get 30 seconds. All right, so one more time through for each move. All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's start. Whoop! Oh my goodness. We're not even doing anything crazy and I'm falling. Good, you got it, you guys. Really focus on your mechanics for each movement, your form, your posture. All right, we're going through 3 rounds, bit of a more just traditional hypertrophy style training. We're going to be getting in 10 to 12 reps. Upright row. Okay, make sure you're really flaring those elbows up. All right, we don't want to be keeping them down. Flare them up. I'm gonna activate those traps. Good, almost there. Here for 3, 2, 1, and around the world. Boom. So notice it has a little momentum kind of behind it. We're letting it fall, swinging it around. So our core is trying to fight the more chaotic movement. I don't like to use that word, but the more chaotic movement of the bell. So that's how we're getting core in. I know it kind of looks like, isn't this an arm move? You would think, but no. Here for 3, 2, 1. Last time through our complex, let's begin. We got 1 minute here. Upright, around the world. Row, upright, around the world. So if you're looking to intensify, all right, pick up that pace. Find your rhythm, pick up that pace. I know these moves are a little awkward together. Taking it around the world, you mess up your pass. Then you might have to think about which hand has the bell, which direction you're going. But I'm able to put a pretty good pace on it once I find my rhythm. So, you got it, you guys. Come on. 10 seconds left. Three, 2, 1. Finish it out. And rest. All right. So, first complex done. Next one. Pretty simple. Get ready for those shoulders to burn. We have squats. Then we have overhead press. So if you want to intensify, you can make it a push press, a dip and drive. Then an overhead march. So you can either stay in place, right, or you can march forward, maybe even march backwards or turn around. Let's begin. So just your squats. If you want to challenge your shoulders, which they're going to be challenged here with all this overhead work, you can maintain a goblet squat. But if not, you want to give those arms a break, you can keep that bell low. All right, so just a nice standard squat. Open up your stance as much as you need to, especially if you're prenatal. And again, just keep a steady pace. 3, 2, 1, overhead press right to it. Boom. Full extension, biceps in line with the ears. I know it kind of looks like I'm sticking my head through. If I want to do that, we're just bringing those biceps to the ears. All right, when we get to our overhead march, like I said, you can just hold it there and march in place. All right, adjust the height of your knees accordingly, or you can find a forward, backward march. So stabilize through the core, belly in tight. If you don't feel comfortable walking backwards with weight over your head, just turn it around. Right? You can just maintain your march and turn it around. I would not suggest high knees here. 2, 1. Now in place, we have goblet squat, overhead press, march, march. Right back down. Squat, overhead press, march, march. We're here for a minute. So transferring that weight through the legs from our squat stance is going to call on the core. If you want to make it more challenging, as long as you feel safe, put that weight overhead. All right, continue to have your bell. Or if that's too much, you're getting fatigued, you can do your press and then just do a march at front rack. Okay, so if you're not a fan of the overhead, you can front rack march it. Front rack march it, sorry. Again, you set the tone and the pace, so if you want to pick it up, move a little faster, go for it. And rest. All right. Woo, my shoulders are already feeling it. We got 2 more rounds, so moving on right back to it after this rest break. So just shake it out, like I said, once you work through that full time through our first full round, okay, if you want to adjust your weights, right, go for it. That's why we're having a little bit of rest time in between. All right, squats, let's go. As deep as you can in your squat. All right, so remember, I don't want you to sacrifice depth for weight, okay? So, of course, we're not crashing to the bottom, but if using a heavier bell means you only go to parallel or not even, it's too heavy, you should be able to maintain that full depth still. And overhead press right to it. Again, you can stay here if you want to up it and give me a little dip and drive. It's up to you. Or if maybe your bell's kind of heavy, that's all you have to work with. It's a lot on the shoulders. Good, 10 more seconds here. So we have our march. 2, 1, let's begin. Again, feel or stick with a version that's safe for you. If you got little ones running around you, maybe don't march backwards, right? Or just turn it around. Good, full complex in 3, 2, 1, right to it. Squat, press, march, and march. Squat, press, march, and march. We want to make sure that we're staying long on the sides, right, in the core, on both sides, even as we lift those knees. We don't want to be scrunching, right? Tall, tall posture. Good, almost there, you guys. 15 seconds. You got this. Stay strong with it. Earn that rest break. Here for 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay. Deep breaths. Shake it out. We got one more time through, then we're done with this complex. So see how we're hitting all the parts of the body, still keeping the heart rate going. Adding a little fun twist at the end. All right, so I really like kettlebells because I feel like we can get in a fun variety. Last round, best round in 3, 2, 1, let's begin. If those shoulders feel like they're gonna fall off, you can hold your bell low. Good, good. Weight in the heels, tall posture, even if you're in goblet. 2, 1, right to it, overhead. Again, pick a steady pace to knock out your reps at. Boom. Good, almost there. Back to our march in 3, 2, 1, let's begin. So either in place or walking. The higher you bring your knee, the more core work you're gonna get out of it. Good, 10 seconds left. Then our full complex 4 minute. Get ready in 3, 2, 1, right to work. Squat, press, march on each side. Squat, press, march on each side. Good, you got it, you guys. Woo! I know this minute feels long, especially on those shoulders. You want those teardrops, don't you? Come on. Those tank top arms. Good, 15 seconds. Come on, give me a couple more rounds. We're almost there. You got it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, rest. All right, next circuit. Woo. Complex, I'm sorry. Next complex. All right, we're gonna work with deadlifts. So we have a single arm deadlift. All right, then we have bent over rows, and then we have side bends. So with our side bends, first round we'll do one side, second round we'll do the other. Or no, we'll switch halfway. I know it's only 30 seconds, but let's begin. So single arm deadlift, we're just gonna switch our hands at the top. Boom. So there's gonna be a little bit of a torque at the bottom. Hinge through those hips, really push your butt back behind you. Dig those heels in. And again, just knock out a nice steady pace. Bent over row, so find your hinge. Alternate hands. Boom, boom. All right, your hinge depth is up to you. Your prenatal, that belly's getting big. Probably only gonna get about a 30-degree. That's okay. If not, let's take a nice, excuse me, deep hinge here. Really force those lats to activate. Here for 3, 2, 1. Hold on one side. Side bends. I'll tell you when to switch halfway. So notice I'm not collapsing my side. I'm trying to keep my shoulders far away from the body. Switch right into it. So I'm trying to stay long in my side bends. So we're gonna do all one side and then 2 bends. Let's begin. So single arm deadlift, bent over row, bend, bend. Switch sides. Deadlift, row, bend, bend. Other side. Deadlift, row, bend. So I'm kind of getting in a baby rep here of a deadlift to rehinge to the bent over row. Deadlift, row, side, side. Deadlift, row, side, side. Good, you got it? And rest. All right, so 1 round down, 2 to go. Quick drink, although you'll have rest breaks built in. So after the complex, we just want to give us time to catch our breath a little bit, shake it out. And try to combine moves with the upper, lower, and core. We're going to kind of be hitting the same areas again and again just to really burn those muscles out for each complex. All right, back to our single arm deadlift in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Deadlift. Oops. Just the deadlift. I'm going right into the complex. Again, switch at the top. It's going to feel a little more organic. And we want to go through this whole upper range of motion, upper half of the move with just one arm. Good, really keep those weight in your heels. Push those hips far behind you. Hold your hinge, bent over row. Alternating sides. Good, 10 seconds left here. So we're gonna jump into our side bends. Good, and holding on one arm on one side, bend it out. Tick tock, each one. We'll switch halfway. Belly in tight. When I side bend, I like to kind of touch those obliques, make sure that they're activating. Switch. Did a couple extra. Good. Complex starting in 3, 2, 1. Left hand. Deadlift. Row. Side. Side. Other. Deadlift. Row. Side. Side. Again, you set the tone, you set the pace. So if you're looking to go a little faster, push it. Push that pace, or use their heavier bell. Really challenge yourself since you're only doing one rep of each move. Might be able to handle it. Good, almost there. 15 seconds. Good, you got this. Stick with it for 3, 2, 1, and rest. I'm gonna hit my side bend. All right, bell down. Okay, you guys, one more time through here, and then we're moving on to the next complex. So just shake it out. Deep breaths. Feeling my IT bands are starting to get a little tight here. But again, one more time through. Focus on your form. For that last round, maybe challenge yourself with the next weight if you're comfortable with it. Let's get started. Deadlifts. Just the deadlifts. Single arm. Taking the angle here so you can see. Pushing my hips back super, super far. Allowing those knees to bend, but they want to stay over the ankles. Good, we're going right into our bent over row in 3, 2, 1. Alternating sides. Again, notice my hinge. Keeping a nice flat back, kind of turning my tailbone up a little bit, right? Not tucking my butt. I'm still, although you can't tell, drawing that belly in. Keeping my core active, even if it's isometric. 2, 1, and side bends. Again, hold on one side, we'll switch halfway. Good, switch hands. Excellent job, you guys. We're almost there. Here for 3, 2, 1. Full complex now. Deadlift. Row. Side, side. Deadlift. Row. Side, side. Oh, did you catch it? I went out of order. That's all right. If you mess up, keep going. Just pretend like it didn't even happen. You don't want to lose time trying to fix your reps. Let's finish strong. You got it. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Quick drink of water. We got one more complex coming up. All right, you guys. So, last one, best one. So we're just kind of working like anterior chain, posterior chain, back and forth. All right, so we're gonna finish off on the front half of the body. forward lunges this time. So opposite hand, we're gonna step forward into that lunge, going to a depth that you can handle. Then we have a chest press. So holding that bell goblet style, finishing off with a halo. Let's begin. Forward lunges, alternate those legs. You don't have to touch your knee to the floor, all right? You don't have to get super deep, but I do want that knees, I want those knees to not go past 90. All right, so if you can't go straight down very far, that's okay, but don't drive forward to make up for it. Push off that front foot and chest press. Let's begin. So it's gonna be a little harder, a little more chest and shoulder focused. Last complex to work through today. You got this. Good. Halos in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Around the head, take it back. All right, so depending on your shoulder mobility, woo, oh my goodness, you might be able to take it, keep it low around the head. Don't give yourself a concussion like I just did. Or you might be able to, might have to keep it a little higher. But what we're doing here is those arms and shoulders are moving, but we're stabilizing the core. One of each, let's begin. So one lunge, one chest press, halo, halo. Other leg, chest, halo, halo. Can't believe I just dropped my bell. Oh my goodness. Don't do that. That wasn't too comfortable. Thank gosh. This is not a heavy bell. 30 seconds, you guys. Belly's in tight. Like I said, a lot of shoulder, a lot of chest. Almost there, 10 seconds left. Here for 3, 2, 1, that's a rest. All right, so 2 more rounds, then our cool down. So I hope you're ready to rock and roll. Excuse me. Woo! How are those shoulders feeling? Man, from those squats, right, with all that overhead work, and now we're pushing straight out. I'm feeling it. Those front delts, they're whining and crying. All right, get ready. Back to our lunges in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. So again, try to hold the bell in the side that's not stepping forward. Switch at the top this time regardless, because we want it to be a little more quad dominant. So I want you to try to avoid passing at the bottom. Really push off that front leg. Push off that front leg, especially through the balls of the feet. Good, and chest press. Right to it. Good, just 30 seconds of each individual move in the full complex. You got this. Here for 3, 2, 1, and halos. Good, keep a good grip on that bell. I was holding by the base. Might feel a little better to hold by the horns, gives you a little more space to work with. And then we're gonna work through our entire complex. 2, 1, let's go. Lunge, press, halo, halo. Lunge, press, halo. Now we're doing 2 halos to 1 rep of each upper lower. One, just so you don't have to try to remember which side you went to. All right, but two, because to really get that core work in, you want to be up there for a minute. Not a minute, but you want to be up there for a little bit. Good, you got it, you guys. Let's stay strong. Almost there. I know those shoulders are on fire. Just stick with it. Whoops. Jumping into it. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, you guys. Last time, best time. Let's shake it out. Let me keep it moving. Last time through of this complex. Last complex of the day. So I hope you're ready to work hard. Let's finish strong. Let's end on a good note. Just keeping it light, keeping it loose. Almost there. Third and final round in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Driving from that front leg. Good, you got it, you guys. Shoulders stacked over the hips. Ten seconds left, and right into our chest press. Maybe let's try to get in a few extra reps this time through. Let's go. Straight out in front. Boom. I'm not punching down. I'm not punching up. Straight ahead. You're gonna feel those triceps kick in a little bit as well. Good. Right into our halos in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Back around to each direction. Belly in tight. We're stable in the core. We're not moving through the trunk of the body. Just that bell with the arms. Again, stabilizing here. So all of your core work doesn't need to be repetitious, right? And complex. Okay, sometimes just stabilizing against that outside force is the best work that your core needs. Halo and halo. Full complex, you guys. I know it's tough, but this is it. You're at the end. We got 30 seconds left. Give me a few more reps. Let's see how many rounds can we get through. Can we get 5 more? 15 seconds. Push that pace. Come on. You got it for 10. Last time through, you can do it. Come on. Every rep counts. We're here for 3, 2, 1, and rest. Bells down. Quick drink if you need it. Let's shake it out. Woo! Very nice job today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoy this workout, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. That way every time I post a new video, you'll be notified. You can join me. We'll stay fit together. Let me know in the comments which was your favorite complex, which was the hardest one. You like this setup of strength training? I do. I like to keep it moving. I'm very much a busybody, so as you can tell, or you should be able to tell by now. All right, if you've been joining me for a little bit. I have a hard time sitting still, as goes for my workouts. So I always try to sneak in a little bit of extra cardio, but we really want to keep that heart rate up. Again, not just because cardio is the most important, but that is what's going to keep you healthy long-term, inside and out, right? But otherwise, you guys, that was it for today. If you need to do a little static stretching, please do so. Wait till you cool down. Try not to static stretch against tight muscles. Give them a few minutes to kind of regulate and work themselves out so they're not fighting you. But otherwise, you guys, that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. Till next time, stay strong, stay tough.